What's happening, First Companies? The Pool Boys are back for another epic March Madness. You know these faces, these handsome mugs, and we are here to curate your March Madness experience. It's a very fancy pool that we're in here. But enough about us. We're going to highlight some of the tournament first, and then we'll get to those badges.
Washington State, for the first time since 2008, has won an NCAA tournament game. He's going to shoot this one. Watts out to Cole. With the March memory of a lifetime. Vincent Russell for the lead.
All right, Thursday and Friday in the tournament reminded us why we love this thing so much. Wild madness, pure madness. We had a 14 seed win. We had a 13 seed win, 2 12s, 3 11s. Things were going ham. And that's what we love about this tournament. Brackets were busted. It was nuts.
I mean, it's called madness for a reason. Am I right? But then the second round, it got a tiny bit more chalky. You kind of saw the better seeds winning. You know, your cream was rising to the top. Some crazy stat. In the first 2 rounds this season, the average margin of defeat was 15 points, which is the second highest since 1984. So pretty wild. Again, these top seeds are starting to come into play. And watch out. It's going to be a crazy Sweet 16 and Elite 8. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's focus on what's really important, and that's what's going on in your pool. That's why we're here. We're going to be building you up, breaking you down, and everything in between. So let's look at that initial leaderboard after the first 2 rounds. So starting us off at number 1 is your reigning survivor, your lone survivor, one Lynn Bullock. She is rocking it first with 53 points. That is a great start out the gate. Still has your champion going. Let's go, Lynn. Coming in at second place, 4 points behind, is Eye Candy. And Eye Candy, you may want to take a screenshot of this leaderboard because, unfortunately for you, Kansas is your champion and they are gone. So you might not be up here for too much longer. So take a picture of it, bask in the glory right now because it may not be for much longer. We got a tie for third. We got Katie Mitchell and Scott Steenwick with 48 points. Then we've got a 4-way place for fifth with C-Money, Hannah, Newbie, Paul Lee, Nathan Kirkstra, and Jason Nibblink, all with 47 points. And then rounding out our top 10, we got Old Faithful Ken Bailey with 46 points. Great initial leaderboard. Let's go.
I like to think that that bone necklace is giving Lynn some extra strength during the March Madness
Good
tournament.
juju.
Good juju, for sure. It was blessed in Ireland before we imported it to the States, just so you know.
Yes.
All right, let's hand out our first badge of the season. This is the Storm the Court badge. There's been a lot of hullabaloo about storming the court these days. We think it's the biggest upset this year, and that's going to be Oakland over Kentucky. Who saw that coming? Well, let me tell you, Eye Candy and Paul Lee both saw that coming. They picked Oakland to take out Kentucky. They did it. You're storming the court. Look out for rogue players who are out there trying to trip you or hit you in the knee and then claim that you hit them and then act like they're injured, but they're really fine. They come back and play immediately after.
It's
losers.
fine.
Anyway, storm that court.
Storm it. Shame on us if I have not been done my research. I hope Paul Lee is actually, his first name is just Paulie, and he's just using a play on words. I really hope this is the case. Shame on me for not doing my research.
Paulie Walnuts.
All right. So we have talked about the biggest upset, and now our next badge is George is getting upset.
This is not good. Worlds are colliding. George is getting upset.
Because Manny P01, you went with too many upsets, so that's why you're getting upset. You know, Manny, going back to your NFL Survivor days, you were shooting for, you were flying way too close to the sun. You were picking the Bears at times when they were terrible, the Broncos who were awful, and you're kind of going into this with the same mindset. You know, Manny, you went with Northwestern and New Mexico in the Final Four. Maybe it was an auto pick. Maybe. South Dakota State in the Elite 8. Don't get me wrong, we love some Jackrabbits. Oregon in the Elite 8, and then Moorhead and Kent State in the Sweet 16. So, Manny, maybe you just had too much of the Kung Pao chicken. It was just making you sweat all over your keyboard, just slipped and making your picks.
Because when he questioned me about it, I was sweating from the Kung Pao.
I don't know how you could eat that spicy chicken.
George likes spicy chicken.
I don't know, but right now your worlds are colliding, and George is getting upset, and Manny, I think you're getting upset. Too many.
Manny just does not want to participate in these pools, but he's forced to, and just
He's like, I just gotta get
I will
it.
do a bracket. Fine. Watch this. 15 seed to the Final Four. Who
Watch
cares?
this.
8 seed beating everybody.
I'll show you.
Get him, Manny. I support you.
Go
You
get
pick
it.
however you want to, Manny. Goodbye, me. All right, the next badge is for those who have lost their champion in the first round. This is the Rage Quit badge. And if you took Kentucky, the Jeff Doobie, your first champion. Talk about peaking too soon. This guy is flamed out. He is gone. His champion is gone in the first round. Haley LeCount. I feel like she always gets screwed in these things. It's not your fault, Haley. But Kentucky is gone in the first round.
It's Jeffers' fault. It's not your fault, Haley.
It's Doobie's fault. Blame him. And then, of course, Manny took Wisconsin. That was actually not a terrible pick, but yeah, they lost in the first round. You're taking the printer off the wall. You're beating it with a baseball bat. You're rage quitting. PC load letter. What does that even mean?
PC load letter? What does that mean?
What does that even mean? I wonder what company that printer is that they're crushing. But speaking of companies, I'd like to shout out that this is brought to you by the radio station that gets you what you want. W Boom Boom Beats, baby. So now let's go right into Gotta Have Faith. Talk about them beats. George Michael. So Ryan Poulsen, you are currently sitting in 36th place, which, is not great. You have 39 points. However, and this is where you got to have faith, because you have UConn winning, which is great. They're strong, number 1 overall seed. If they continue to do so, you will have 163 points possible. You might need a little help along the way. You might need Creighton to make the finals as well, but gotta have faith, man. You want those bracket gods to shine down upon you, because UConn can do it. You need Creighton up there too. It is possible. Let everyone in the top 10 take their pictures now, but just know at the end, you may be there. Just have that faith.
And I guess it would be nice if the Big East would make the finals.
Wouldn't it be nice?
That's all you need. All right. We got to highlight some folks who are at the bottom of the pool here. These are your bottom 5, and we think there may have been some conspiracy theories. We're wondering if you maybe were stuck in the mailroom trying to figure out the algorithm for this year's bracket. All right, I'm taking last year's garbage bracket, and then that one year when all the ones made the Final Four, mash them together and see if I can come up with the right. I got the string tied here. I got South Dakota State over here and Kent State here, and I got Iowa State and there's San Diego State. All these states are everywhere.
All the states.
Manny, we've already highlighted you a bunch. We think you're in this bunch here. Carrie, Haley LeCount, HOPY, if that's an acronym or if it's Hopi, I don't know. Raise the Roof. Okay, don't mind if I do. Ooh, Dwight Schrute. Let's do that. These people are looking for Pepe Sylvia. I don't know. Maybe you thought, like, I sleep upside down with my feet crammed in the headboard. Maybe that would be a good idea for this strategy. I don't know. But we think it's a conspiracy theory. People are waiting upstairs for their mail. They do exist. And the 1 seeds do exist. You just forgot to pick them all.
There is no Carol in HR. Mac, half the employees in this building have been made up. This office is a ghost town.
Okay, Charlie, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Not only do all of these people exist, but they have been asking for their mail on a daily basis. It's all they're talking about up there. Jesus Christ, dude. We are gonna lose our jobs.
Just remember that for next time. Yeah. All right, first companies, the first 2 rounds are in the books. That's right, get all the action. It has been wild, and we have the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 coming up next. There's a lot of tournament left, a lot of moving and shaking. Remember, you got to have that faith, trust the process. So, until next time, the Pool Boys are...